Hi class, here we are, week 2 of EDU 602. And this week we're going to dig in a little more on that backward design worksheet. Let's take a quick look at the week. So you're going to take what you did with the backward design worksheet and you're going to focus on the performance tasks. So you came up with kind of a flurry of ideas for your class. And you then came up with, what do you want to see students do? What is observable? What do you want to see them do in order to demonstrate those skills, that flurry of skills and ideas? So then you take what you want them to do and you think about, well, what are the tasks that they will do those in? What kind of tasks, what kind of assignments will they complete that demonstrates they can do those things? Okay, so you're working your way down to stage 2. The bottom is the performance tasks, all right? We'll go into that in just a second. You also have an assignment for technology to support authentic assessment. Now, we're not talking about PowerPoint, the internet. We're not talking about, what's another one that I get a lot of? Videos. No, we're talking about actual interaction, student to technology interaction that's going to help solidify what they're learning in your class. Okay, so be looking for maybe concept maps that help them map out the big concepts. Maybe you're looking for some kind of interactivity that they'll do in online. Something maybe some kind of a puzzle that they do, something that helps solidify what you're teaching, okay? So this is really important, and so again, you're going to identify a technology for your class, and in fact, you're going to be identifying technologies all along the way, so be working on that, okay? Back to the class week. Okay, let's take a look at this performance tasks. All right. So we're working toward this thing called authentic assessment. And next week, you're really going to be scrutinizing authentic assessment. This week, just think about kind of innovative ways to give your students learning experiences, something that's new, refreshing, different, something that helps them apply what they're learning to the real world. That's what authentic assessment is. So here's the backward design worksheet that is an example that I'd like to use. So, one of our excellent students in a previous class put this together. And so we've got the learning outcomes. Now this is for a class for making spaces accessible for kids with autism. And you may have seen my other lesson for creating course descriptions and module descriptions, and this was the same class that I used. And so basically the goal of this class is to teach teachers how to create a classroom that is accessible for students with autism, okay? And that includes a lot of different skills. Let's take a look at some of those. So obviously this is just kind of a brainstorming experience. I'm going to make it bigger, so understand that kids with autism can have temperament and mood swings. We want the learners, so what are the big concepts that we want learners to understand in stage 1 of backward design? We want them to understand that you can use calming techniques and what those are. How you want them to understand that by adjusting a room, you make it more accessible for kids with autism. You can use hands-on manipulatives, color shapes, those change the behavioral patterns. Headphones reduce noise. Beanbag and plush chairs provide a whole body sensation that calms them. So a lot of ideas, just throwing them all out there, kind of like paint against a wall. And you've got this modern art of backward design. Oh, I like that. I like that concept. Okay, so then you're going down to stage 2. All right, if they have all these, if they understand these key concepts, then what does that look like in your learners? That they can use calming techniques. So your learners can use calming techniques to reduce outbursts. They can set up a room that supports calming techniques. They can separate spaces for various kinds of learning for the kids. They can create sensory reduction activities. They can divide, they can organize a room better. They can provide seating options for the kids. They can look at the visual using lamps and audio using music. They can organize a daily schedule. And they can help kids become aware of their behavior. These are all kind of what your learners would demonstrate if they could do all those ideas that you outlined in stage 1. So if they can demonstrate all these, what would be a task, an assignment that you would give them that would wrap some of those skills in, those things that they're going to demonstrate that you're going to see them do? What are you going to observe them do, and what assignment can you assign them that would demonstrate those skills? Okay, so here's one. They can draw a floor plan creating 3 learning and behavior centers for reading, math, and activities. So if they understood all of this stuff, they would be able to create a floor plan, a classroom floor plan that has those 3 learning centers and behavior centers, right? They would be able to role play managing an upset where they use materials and spaces in the room to calm the child down, okay? They would create lesson kits. They would design a calm space and it would have all these features to it. So these are performance tasks that then you can roll into a big assignment, a big, rich, authentic assignment at the end of your class that your learners would then demonstrate all those skills in your classroom, okay? And that's what you're doing this week. You're taking all those ideas, you're taking all those skills, and you're showing your learners, your learners will be showing you that they can do all those skills in your final authentic assessment, okay? So that's what you're looking for now, is that those performance tasks that get at those assignments. So that's the deal. And as always, call, text, email, and I'll be there with any questions you have. Get it straightened out real quick, or we can set up a meeting and go over your class in more detail. So have a great week, everybody. See you.